Welcome back to another session on transport in plants. In this session, we will learn what is found inside the stem. Now, before we see what is inside the stem, let us see what are the different ways in which we can cut a stem. Now, we can cut the stem in two different ways. So here we have two images of stems. We can cut a stem in two different ways. One is to cut the stem in such a way that we get some circles out of the stem. So it's just like you cutting cucumber for salad to draw out some circular rings. This way of cutting a stem and producing a circular section is called a transverse section. So this is a way to produce a transverse section or circular sections. There is another way to cut a stem. You can also cut the stem from top to bottom or bottom to top from the center, right? And this will produce a long section. When you separate this part from this part, you can see the center, which is exactly here. And what we have actually produced here is a long section of the stem. And the long section of the stem is called the longitudinal section. Now, what do we see inside a transverse section, which is a circular section shown right here, and what do we see inside a longitudinal section or a long section, which is right here, is something that we are going to get into now. Now, when you cut a stem, inside the stem from the top, in the bird's eye view, you can see the following structures. You can see these large number of structures here. Can you see these 1 and 2? I'm using a blue marker. I should be using a brighter one. Let me use a red one. And all of these structures here, the ones that I am drawing a ring around, these structures are called vascular bundles. What is the role of these vascular bundles is something that we will learn in our next video. But for the moment, just let us count how many vascular bundles are found in this particular plant. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and maybe even half of that. So around 30 vascular bundles. Apart from that, inside the stem, there are a large number of other features. Let me just zoom in and show it to you. Now, these structures that you see, all of these structures here, all of these tiny circular, spherical, polygonal structures that you see are the cells found inside a plant. But for now, what you need to learn is what is inside the stem, and we find vascular bundles inside a stem. So this was all about what you see inside the stem if you look at a circular section or a transverse section. But what do we see inside the stem if you get inside a longitudinal section? Now, in the long section, again, what I have done here is, in this particular image, this region here is just the vascular bundle. So the vascular bundle in the circular region, this part is now being shown to you in a longitudinal section. And what is vascular bundle made up of? The vascular bundle is made up of long tubes. I hope you can see these long tubes, and let me use some other colors as well. And here again you got some tubes around, right? Inside of these tubes, substances move either in upward direction or in upward direction or downward direction, both, right? We will talk about what are the structures that are present inside the vascular bundle in our next video. See you soon.